It's upside down. Can you see? It's that way. And we've entitled these videos, and this is part 4, the KaK M Show. What does Creator exactly want? So we've already discovered what the Creator wants.
Well, we've also discovered what he doesn't want.
I certainly don't want you to go and fight in his name. That's what Creator wants, and it's blank. Nothing. Zero, zilch, nothing. And when you rediscover 0 point, you actually discover positivity and negativity. And we realise that we've got our negative other selves who are in the illusion of service to us, and they're actually serving themselves and their mates. That's what we've figured out. And I think most of the people on this planet are waking up into realising that. And there are cures for cancer and stuff like that.
And they've known about them since 1974, if not before.
The church has known that we're gods and that we're creators. So consider the possibility that what you call God or Creator might also be called simply life. It's interchangeable, isn't it? Nature and life is creation and creator. So not only are we creators of all that is, all that ever was, all that can be. The camera's falling down. I'll move it like that, so you can add something up here if you want to. Your sponsors. You see, he keeps doing that. He's being funny. So yeah, nature and life and Creator or God can be interchanged. It's actually the same thing, isn't it? Consider the possibilities that Creator not only created life, but Creator is life, and that life is Creator made manifest. And a lot of scientists of this planetary game sphere we call planet Earth in this particular system of infinite systems, what was I talking about? I'm blowing my own mind. How did I lose that one? How did I lose that thread? It'll come back to me. Oh yeah, manifestation. This is what science don't realise, that how things are manifested. And we're great readers and studiers of metaphysics. It's been nearly 10 years now, isn't it? We've been reading metaphysics together. And what we realise is that everything is thought form. This comes from the teaching of Hermes, or the green emerald tablet. We've mentioned it before. And basically, your thought, or your teote, this comes from ancient teachings of the god or deity Thoth, who was the deity or god or creator of knowledge, science, knowing and religion. That when you make that thought, the thought actually becomes a CU, a consciousness unit, a unit of consciousness, which is actually love and light, which then becomes electromagnetic energy, a little bit like gravity, which becomes manifest and materialized matter, but it's actually an illusion, and then is experienced by your outer 5 senses, which are also illusionary anyway. And if metaphysics and physics get together and realize this, that everything is thought form, and that everybody is creator or God, it'd be what? A planetary paradise, wouldn't it?
Well, it would seem that those in
everybody would share everything.
positions of perceived power already know this. That's why they're trying to depopulate the planet, because they don't want us all knowing it.
Why would you want to depopulate yourself? And why would you want to hoard loads of money and not give it away? If you realise who you are yourself. We've gone over that in the last video, didn't we? So what's next?
The next page.
And this is not a new idea. You've probably heard this idea before, but have you ever considered it? Have you ever thought deeply about its implications? For most people, the answer to that question is likely to be no, simply because it's not been permissible for this idea to be widely taught about that we are all gods. It says, that's quite interesting. It has not been widely taught because it does not serve the top-down, power-over paradigm created by the earliest power structures of humanity, religion not the least amongst them. So basically government and religion, mind control and mind control. This top-down, power over paradigm was in evidence everywhere religion was found on this planet. One of humanity's earliest spiritual authority figures in modern times was the Pope. Oh, God bless him, oh, he's so beautiful. Who was said to have received his power, authority, and not incidentally, infallibility, directly from God. Apparently he's a direct descendant of God. So then, Pope boy, how come you're raping yourself? How come you're buggering yourself? And how come you're letting all your mates and priests bugger yourself? Do you all like buggering each other? But I assure you the kids don't like to be buggered. It's disgusting. That would probably stop, wouldn't it? If you realised that you're actually sticking your own cock up your own ass. Why would you want to do that?
But you see, Satan made them do it.
No, he's got his power from God. So God says he can stick his penis in any little boy's bottom. Or girl's whatever. Ear, eye, nose, I don't know. Disgusting though it may be. And he talks about more of that. I don't want to get angry today. Apparently a king of England. Wow, look at that woman, Queen of England we've got at the moment. Richest woman on the planet. If she realised that she was God, or goddess, and that all of her children or all her other co-creators are gods also, blimey, she might vacate Buckingham Palace. Yeah. And you could house all the homeless there, couldn't you? There's hundreds of rooms.
Easily.
And all that massive amount of estate she's got with pheasant and stag and stuff, they could be farms to, I don't know, I suppose you could grow cannabis there, couldn't you? And that would solve the cancer problem and all the rest of the other problems. And then just give all the money away. She only lives in one little room with a little tiny TV screen, watches Coronation Street. And we have to pay Her Majesty's Revenue Collection Service. It doesn't make sense, does it? But this makes sense. That's why we're having a go with it. Because I like this. Creator don't want anything. You are creator. So if you want anything, desire it and seek it and you'll find it. And you know, if we all realise that we were one, blimey, what a paradise. You've said this many times, Salon. That planet would be an absolute paradise. Absolute paradise. There's still people that want to work. It's like, well, I'm serving creator, so I'm going to still carry on doing that. Oh, I've won the lottery. Well, I'm not going to give up my job, even though I've got 36 million in the bank. I'd like to get a big lottery. If there's somebody who wants to donate some money to us, yeah, fund me. Or fund KaK and Mac. We'll go and build a farm, but we might have to build it in Spain or Egypt, where we've got friends. And we will get some specialist in, like Ricky Simpson, or somebody from Holland, to grow that particular plant, which our government still won't let us have, which they have admitted that it cures cancer and...
Or we could look on YouTube, because there's loads of videos on there showing you exactly how to do it.
Yeah, I'd get somebody in to help. I've got arthritis in my bad back. And can't always get around. So, I mean, there's plenty of lads and girls in Egypt and Spain. There's some, you go to the island of Ibiza, there's loads of people that want to stay there. Do you want to work on my farm for a few hours a week? I'll give you free weed. How many students will be queuing up for that? I'll give you free weed and food. Yeah? And yeah, it's well, like, I'll smoke to that.
You've got to have the food with the weed because of the...
Of course. I mean, anybody that would like to come there that's got cancer or any horrible nasty diseases, anybody want to fund us for this? We only need about, what, $250,000? Something like that. $1 million would be better. But we do better than rebuild Notre Dame's wooden roof, which Macron fired up for his own Guy Fawkes sort of style day. We would actually build a farm. And there'd be enough money, we'd leave enough money to leave left over. There's people with billions of pounds on this planet that have got nothing to do. If you want to come and help us, because that's what we do, we try and save the planet. And we'd give it away for free. But it'd have to look after itself, so it'd be, if anybody got any money and they wanted to donate, say we need a new plough or a new engine for the 4x4, we'll grow our own vegetables. I'll have some animals on the farm, we'll love them. We won't probably not have any beef, but we might have some sheep for some wool, or we can use the hemp to make clothes. We can use hemp to build houses. In fact, we could start a hemp construction company. Apparently, Indian hemp has got 25,000 different uses. That's what we do. That's what I'd have done.
Well, the houses they've built from hempcrete, I think it's about a foot wide, the walls, but it maintains the temperature in the house throughout. Whether it's cold or hot outside, the temperature in the house stays the same.
That's just like the Great Pyramid at Giza in Egypt. You know, when you go inside, no matter whether it's 100, if it's 50, 60 degrees outside, it's still 77 inside. And if it's, I think the lowest it ever goes there is about 10 degrees, 14 degrees, it's still exactly 77 degrees inside. So yeah, if anybody wants to fund us, that's what we do. We build farms which would be self-sustainable, which would give people the cure for cancer, feed them and clothe them, and build a new world. That's incredible. There's so much rich people on. We ain't got pennies to rub together. We do this for fun. But wow, that would be good. Shall we start a Fund Me? Let's go to that website and put the idea up. Anybody else would like to join us during this project? Yeah, free food and free weed. Oh, and we'll if you fancy a drop of wine as well, and beer, we'll brew that as well. In fact, it'd be completely self-sustainable. Oh dear, you live on a paradise tropical island right next to the sea. It wouldn't be working, would it? And you'd be saving the planet. Do you realise we're all one? We all come to get together. Do you want to work on my farm? I'll give you free weed and food and free accommodation. In fact, you can build the accommodation yourself for free. Anybody who'd like to fund us, it's going to take about 250 grand, somewhere between 250,000 euros and $1 million. And I know that there are people out there that have got money to throw away. Yeah. What about a brilliant project to save planet Earth and creation? That'd be fabulous. You know, these videos just get better and better. So we're still going on about what so-called creator wants. And it's got some examples here. This is a King of England, and we've just gone about the Queen of England, and how fabulous, how much would she be loved if she gave everything away?
If she gave just 10% of what she's got away, it could end world poverty.
She's going to she's going to die soon and transcend physical death and go, oh dear, I was very young and immature, wasn't I? Not hoarding all that money, and I actually stole it from myself, and I didn't give anything back. So they'll people like this, like Theresa May and Trump and Bush and all of them, they'll keep incarnating again, not learning the lessons of love and light and oneness, won't they?
Oh yeah, and they've got a lot of reincarnations to go because they aren't very nice.
Well, if Trump's only an infant and Theresa May's a baby, they've got about 1,000 more lives to go. Gulp. And you're polluting this planet? Excuse the French. Sacre bleu. You might want to bleep that, thanks. Yeah, you are absolutely shagging this planet and shagging its people, and you've got to come back to it. Well, we haven't, because we're old souls, and I'm on my last life, my final incarnation, and I've come from elsewhere in order to give this message and meet up with people of unity like this one. So here we go, here's a little bit more on what creator doesn't really want. A King of England, furious at having to answer to the Pope, excuse me, the dope, because he doesn't know who he was, who would not approve of the King's decision to divorce one woman and marry another. That was Henry VIII. Big fat bastard. Simply started his own religion and proclaimed himself to be answerable only to the Most High, God. The Emperor of Japan was widely accepted in his country to be God incarnate. Correct! But don't get big-headed about it. Entire races and nations have co-opted the top-down power over authority of God excuse me, in order to render themselves somehow more elevated, more special, more separate from the rest of humanity. You're not separate, we're all one, aren't we? They called themselves the chosen people, or one nation under God, or the Nation of Islam. You know, there's black fellas in America that wear these outfits, they all go like this, Nation of Islam. They actually think that they're a group of people, they're a one, and everybody else is an unbeliever. We're all one. Some people have sought to legitimise their worst deeds against those outside their separate and special group by saying that their actions were part of a jihad, that's a holy war, or a crusade, that was Robin Hood and his merry men going across to...
No, Robin Hood didn't go.
Yeah, he was one in the 12th century. they used to go and meet at the trip to Jerusalem, him and his friends, and they actually went across to the Crusades, which went on for 200 to 400 years. And basically, before Islam, I think they'd got a golden cow, so they went to re-legion them. And the Arabs, or in Scarabia, where the land of the scarab was, literally slaughtered the Crusaders. So they left them with their tails between the legs. And this is why Western powers like the American mind-controlling governments and the British mind-controlling governments have waged war on Islam for all these years, because they got slaughtered during the Crusades.
Until they realised they could use them to destroy the white race.
So yeah, it's not a war on terror, it's a war of terror. And if you realise who you are, it's a war on yourself. Have you not learned anything? And as our mutual friend says here, that you're going to have to come back for thousands more experiences in order to learn the lesson of love and light and unity. A holy struggle on Jah's behalf, on God's behalf. Yeah, a crusade or a jihad. Now, if Creator wants nothing, where does all this stand? So the title for that was, it's a short one, it's a shorter one. Was it 18 minutes? Nice music. So the title of that is the KaK M Show, What Does Creator Want? Part 4. I could have lasted a little bit longer, but